Hello, I'm Justin Angeles, and in this video, I'll be presenting my flash fiction titled The Golden Bastion. Now, for the summary. The flash fiction thrusts into a scenario where we find Erik being arrested for a crime no one knows, not even Erik himself. He pleads to understand the situation, yet his requests fall on deaf ears. Blinded by the desperate attempt to grasp the situation, he falls victim to the hands of corrupt officers. Erik was left to ponder on the irony of his situation, but held out some semblance of hope. Brought further along the process, Erik finds himself at the precinct, interrogated with questionable inquiry. He realized that these men no longer serve justice, but rather a whole different agenda altogether. The officers extracted what they needed for their biases, leaving Erik shattered with his memory of the Golden Bastion. Once a symbol of righteousness, now re-identifying itself as his golden cage. Now for the picture, this is the picture that I was able to find that I believe captured the exact atmosphere and vibe that I wanted the Golden Bastion to uh, give off. It's a grand golden city in that's that looks like the peak of development and uh, progress. But also there is a looming darkness to it, a looming and unsettling eeriness that things may not be as it seems, or at least at face value. And the source of this was the art done by Proggy Red Comet on DeviantArt titled Future Deco City. Now, for the creative process, challenges, and peer review. For the creative process, I wanted to capture the unsettling reality of being wrongfully accused. And not only that, wrongfully accused because of a systemic injustice. And I think, and a lot of this was inspired by my um, own like internal questions regarding justice and how it truly perseveres, especially with a lot of systematic injustices done within our own government as well as our own police force here in the Philippines. And not only that, even in other countries like the States, UK, many others where there is an authority, there is also a chance to encounter corruption within said authority. And I really am somewhat passionate about this because I personally loathe such injustices, and I personally have family members who have fallen victim to such injustices, which pushed me more to become more passionate about this kind of topic. Now, as for the challenges, one of the challenges that I had, well, at least I wanted to achieve with this flash fiction, is that I wanted the reader to be immersed in that moment of vulnerability with Erik, in that moment of confusion and panic when he was being arrested for something that he doesn't even know that he committed. And the helplessness of not knowing or not understanding the situation, that is something that I wanted to try and capture with my flash fiction. On top of that, I also had a balance between the internal conflict that Erik is experiencing as a victim and the external conflict of him and the officers. And another thing too is that I wanted to have some symbolisms of uh, Eric's like state of mind through stuff like the rain and all that, and yeah, and wrapping this all up, the peer review actually reaffirmed my goals. I was, according to the peer review, I was able to capture the intense atmosphere as well as the pacing and also the tense situation of Erik, and as well as I was able to make them question the concept of justice. And yeah, I'm really glad to hear that from the peer review. I do hope to read more peer reviews, but unfortunately, I only have a few. But yeah, thank you. That is my flash fiction.